Soham. This is first of the series we are going to take on disease therapy. Today, the biggest stress, in a human's life is getting a disease. Because if you get a disease, every front of your life suffers. Yes or no? So as they say that there are many different levels of happiness in a human being's life. The first happiness is having a healthy body. The second, having a happy home, happy family life. Third level of happiness which a person desires is having money, abundance, and a good career. And fourth level is having good friendships. So in these series of webinars, we are going to speak about different diseases and why they manifest in the human body. As I learned a lot about chakras, I realized the big thing, that it is chakras that govern various organs in our body. If the chakras are blocked, the organs suffer. You suffer emotionally, mentally, physically, and those areas of your life, they suffer. So, as I said, different diseases happen because of blockages of chakras. You suffer emotionally, mentally, physically. Your areas of life suffer because those chakras are blocked. Now, why the chakras get blocked? Because of fear. From where the fear is generated? Inside. Who will remove the fear? You. How will you remove the fear? By knowledge. Today, if a person from a village tries to come to a city like Bombay, he will be very afraid. Because Bombay is full of people, full of traffic, full of congestion, and full of lot of messy systems. But today, when he adjusts, when he learns, when he fights the challenges, the fear goes. So the fear happens because there is ignorance, and fear goes when there is knowledge. So the chakras have got blocked because of fear, and they will open when you get knowledge. And that power to open the chakras is the knowledge that you will get to release the fear. Now, we will briefly talk about the chakras. I have taken individual chakra workshops, but I will tell you what is relevant to this workshop. First is the Mooladhara chakra. It is the base chakra or the root chakra. We will liken it to a plant which has got the roots. Now, what is the function of the roots? They hold the plant tightly to the soil. They connect the plant to the soil. A plant that is connected is easily able to take in nutrition. It is able to fight the storm. Right? When the heavy winds come, when the rain comes, the plant does not just fall down. In a human being, the roots are his parents, his family, his connection with the society. The more he is connected, the less likely he is to fall in times of challenges. Even if a person knows that I am supported, he believes I am supported, he will not fall. It is just a belief. It is a tuning to life that I am supported. For this, you have to release the fears that no one supports me, I'm alone. We did this part in the Mooladhara Chakra Sadhana workshop. Then we come to the Swadhisthana Chakra, which is above the Mooladhara. This is a very important chakra. Right? This chakra governs your intestines, your sexual organs. This is where your identity resides. After the plant has grown the roots, it tries to find out which plant I am. Am I a banana tree, apple tree, rose plant? What am I? This is the seat of your identity. Your identity is the role play. The divine is playing through you. Because after all, you have come for self-realization. You have come to find who you are. You have come to realize God through your role play. So in the Swadhisthana chakra, you have many, many lessons of facing people, facing challenges. Every single challenge is meant to evolve you further. If you look at a plant, this is where the plant takes in nutrition, but this is where it absorbs the nutrition and does preparation of what it is not. It does preparation of what it doesn't need. Just like your intestines. They absorb the nutrients, they filter the urine, and they throw the waste. So this is the place of absorption and expansion. This is the most important chakra which we are going to discuss today. After that comes the third chakra above it, which is the Manipur chakra located on the navel. This is the stomach, the seat of power, the fire inside the plant. Here you digest, you transform whatever you get from the world into useful and not useful. You fight with the challenges, you throw acid, you throw juices in order to fight with the problems. And once it is transformed into what is needed, what is not needed, it is pushed to the intestines. Right? So this is the Manipur chakra. People who have this chakra blocked, they lack power. They lack the perception of power. They have power, but they believe they don't have it. Because of some beliefs of power handed down to them from childhood, they think they don't have power. Then you come to the heart chakra. Right? Now, in the heart chakra, what you do? You have love. You realize you have come in this world to give. The plant realizes it has come to give the fruit, it has come to give the fragrance, the beauty. So this is the chakra for generosity, and it is the chakra for trust, allowing. Then you come to the throat chakra. Now this is the chakra for light. This is from where you speak, you express. So here the lessons are there of learning, understanding, and expressing. This is called the seat of the Guru. Then there are two more chakras, chakra for accepting things, and most important, the crown chakra, which connects you to God. Now this is the chakra from where light enters your life. This is the chakra where anything enters into your life from the crown chakra. So we say that this is the chakra for hope. A person who develops a disease is the person whose crown chakra is totally blocked. He has lost hope in certain aspect of life. See, when you face problems, you are supposed to handle them. Now, you could have problems with your children. Maybe they have difficulties in learning, in health, behavior, etc. You could have problems with your relationship, with your married life. It is possible your spouse has cheated you, has betrayed you, has left you, or you're not getting along with him or her. You could have problems with your friends. You could have problems in your professional life. But you should know that every single thing that I'm facing in life has got some meaning for me. It has come into my life because finally I have to grow in my Swadhisthana chakra. I have to evolve. Nothing happens without his will. You don't have to blame yourself for mistakes because he made you do the mistake. You don't have to be proud of your successes because he gave you that success. It is only spirituality which has got the answer to every single problem in life. Spirituality has the answer. But what happens is, when a person has repeated problems, one after the other, and he develops a fear that I can't face it. Suppose he has got problems in relationships and that person cheated him. He goes to another relationship, same thing happens. Then again, same thing happens. Or he starts a business, it fails. He starts another business, again it goes into a loss. Again, whatever he starts, it's going into a loss. Now, why it is going into a loss? Because he's not learning what I have to do to make it profitable. There are certain lessons you have to learn from a problem. Maybe you're not understanding the problem holistically. Maybe you're not handling people, handling situations the right way. Maybe you are not believing in the supporter, that I am supported. Maybe you're not using your power. Maybe you're not looking at it in the right way. Like many people come to me with problems of failure in business. I ask you, what is your primary purpose of doing the business? They always tell me my primary purpose is I want to make my family happy. It is survival. Then the business is bound to fail. Because God says, I take care of your survival. The plant doesn't have to think it is taking nutrition from earth. It is supported just because it is born. The plant doesn't have to work hard to get rain, to get sunlight, to get nutrients. It's there. The main intention of a plant should be, I surrender to the lessons, I'm ready to blossom. So people who are doing business for survival, definitely they cannot be successful. They have to realize they have to do the business to realize their full potential. That this business is me. In this, I'm going to realize my talents. I'm going to realize my unique qualities. Many people fail in relationships because they think I'm having this relationship for love. You cannot have a relationship for love because definitely you will have a lot of clash of opinions. You will definitely have different interests, different priorities. How can you have something for love? Because love is your nature. How can you say a rose plant says, I want fragrance? Because it is fragrance. How can a peacock say, I want beauty? Because it is beauty. So how can you say you want love when you are love? So you cannot have a relationship for friendship or love. You cannot marry for that purpose. Otherwise, you will be disappointed very fast. You marry or have a relationship with the opposite sex only for stability. Physical stability and mental support. That yes, we are there to give each other support in difficult times. She takes care of my house, my children, and in India, the girls take care of the boys' parents. And I'm there for her. Maybe the boy brings the finances, the girl takes care of the house. And sometimes both of them contribute to the house. So today you are having failure in certain aspects of life just because the way you are looking at it, the way you are handling it is incorrect. But what happens with you? You develop intense fear. You lose hope. It's not going to work. And when you say it is not going to work, your crown chakra of hope gets blocked. And then light stops falling in that aspect of life. When light stops falling, you stop expanding, you stop learning, and now you become totally directionless. Today, we are going to talk of two diseases which are closely related: anxiety and depression. What is anxiety? A person develops anxiety because he says, I cannot handle. Then he becomes very anxious and nervous because he thinks, I cannot handle. Because he thinks he doesn't have enough power to handle. In your chakra system, anxiety is because of the blockage of the Manipur or the power chakra. In your physical body, anxiety is because of the blockage of the Manipur or stomach chakra. This is where you digest whatever comes in you, in your life. You transform it with acids and juices. And because you say, I cannot digest, your stomach is not producing acids or juices or producing too much of it. So the person who has anxiety, he's always jittery, anxious, trembling, nervous. He always has kind of butterfly feelings in the stomach. Too much of heat, too much of palpitation. And it is like the stomach telling that I cannot function. And when the stomach cannot function, all the organs above it, they suffer. All the chakras above it also get blocked. Because in chakra system, it is the bottom chakras which give energy to the top chakras. So when you have anxiety, the Manipur chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, and the Agya chakra, they get blocked. And of course, the crown is already blocked. That's why you got a disease. Now, in order to understand it in a very simple way, let's see digestion, how digestion happens. For this, I would like to show you a video, okay? Because see, we are not doctors, we are not from the medical school. We want to understand it in a simple or a simpler manner, okay? So I want to show you a video how the digestive system works.
Across the whole planet, humans eat on average between 1 and 2.7 kilograms of food a day. That's over 365 kilograms a year per person, and more than 28,800 kilograms over the course of a lifetime. And every last scrap makes its way through the digestive system. Comprised of 10 organs, covering 9 meters, and containing over 20 specialized cell types, this is one of the most diverse and complicated systems in the human body. Its parts continuously work in unison to fulfill a singular task, transforming the raw materials of your food into the nutrients and energy that keep you alive. Spanning the entire length of your torso, the digestive system has 4 main components. First, there's the gastrointestinal tract, a twisting channel that transports your food and has an internal surface area of between 30 and 40 square meters, enough to cover half a badminton court. Second, there's the pancreas, gallbladder, and liver, a trio of organs that break down food using an array of special juices. Third, the body's enzymes, hormones, nerves, and blood all work together to break down food, modulate the digestive process, and deliver its final products. Finally, there's the mesentery, a large stretch of tissue that supports and positions all your digestive organs in the abdomen, enabling them to do their jobs. The digestive process begins before food even hits your tongue. Anticipating a tasty morsel, glands in your mouth start to pump out saliva. We produce about 1.5 liters of this liquid each day. Once inside your mouth, chewing combines with the sloshing saliva to turn food into a moist lump called the bolus. Enzymes present in the saliva break down any starch. Then your food finds itself at the rim of a 25-centimeter long tube called the esophagus, down which it must plunge to reach the stomach. Nerves in the surrounding esophageal tissue sense the bolus's presence and trigger peristalsis. a series of defined muscular contractions. That propels the food into the stomach, where it's left at the mercy of the muscular stomach walls, which pound the bolus, breaking it into chunks. Hormones secreted by cells in the lining trigger the release of acids and enzyme-rich juices from the stomach wall that start to dissolve the food and break down its proteins. These hormones also alert the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder to produce digestive juices and transfer bile, a yellowish-green liquid that digests fat, in preparation for the next stage. After 3 hours inside the stomach, the once shapely bolus is now a frothy liquid called chyme, and it's ready to move into the small intestine. The liver sends bile to the gallbladder, which secretes it into the first portion of the small intestine, called the duodenum. Here, it dissolves the fats floating in the slurry of chyme so they can be easily digested by the pancreatic and intestinal juices that have leached onto the scene. These enzyme-rich juices break the fat molecules down into fatty acids and glycerol for easier absorption into the body. The enzymes also carry out the final deconstruction of proteins into amino acids and carbohydrates into glucose. This happens in the small intestine's lower regions, the jejunum and ileum, which are coated in millions of tiny projections called villi. These create a huge surface area to maximize molecule absorption and transference into the bloodstream. The blood takes them on the final leg of their journey to feed the body's organs and tissues. But it's not over quite yet. Leftover fiber, water, and dead cells sloughed off during digestion make it into the large intestine, also known as the colon. The body drains out most of the remaining fluid through the intestinal wall. What's left is a soft mass called stool. The colon squeezes this byproduct into a pouch called the rectum, where nerves sense it expanding and tell the body when it's time to expel the waste. The byproducts of digestion exit through the anus, and the food's long journey, typically lasting between 30 and 40 hours, is finally complete.
So now this process is very important for us to understand that how we actually process situations in life. First, we have to allow the situations to come in. Most of the times we have so much of fear, so much of beliefs, so many limiting beliefs that we push them even before they come. Like today, if you have a belief, no one loves me. So the person who loves you stands in the corner waiting for you to open the belief. If you have a belief, I cannot be rich, or I have to struggle to be rich, or I'm not good enough, how can those opportunities come to you to have abundance or to be good? So first we have to allow things to come through the chakra of hope. We have to accept them in our life through Agya Chakra. Then we come to the mouth. Now we have seen in the mouth that the digestion happens in the mouth itself. This is the first stage of digestion, because the stomach knows that the food has started coming. So today when a situation comes in your life and you are waiting for it, you are eager for it, what will happen? Lot of digestion will happen in this stomach, which is the Vishuddha chakra, the understanding chakra. So today, if you are welcoming the situations in your life, you have hope, you accept them, how much ever negative they are, it doesn't matter. One person is cheating you, abusing you, your business is going down, it is a COVID situation. You are allowing every situation because you have hope, acceptance. And now with your throat chakra of understanding, you are trying to understand it first. That let me take a holistic view of the situation, why it is happening, and what can I do about it. So lot of chewing happens at the understanding level or at the throat level. After that, that situation enters to the heart. Here we see how the muscles, they contract to push it down. So you have to have trust. The situation is good for me. Even if I have been demoted, I have been removed, I have mortgage, someone has done something negative to me, I hear some bad news at my family's house, something happens. You have to take it in, accept it, understand it, trust it, let it go down. Then it comes to the stomach where you process it, where you digest it with your knowledge, with your unique power. If you are a boss, you have a power. If you are employee, you have power. As a wife, you have power. As a mother, you have power. As a child, you have power. In every situation, your identity gives you power. You won't realize it. You will think, I'm powerless. But you have to realize you have power. Your child listens to you because you are a mother. You listen to your child because he's your child. Your spouse listens to you because you are a husband. Your wife listens to you because you are her husband. And you listen to your wife because she's your wife. The boss listens to the employee because he's an employee. The employee listens to the boss because he's a boss. Everyone has power. Power is not just money. It is not status. It is your identity. So what happens is you process the situation with your stomach. After processing, you push it down that yes, I have understood, I have processed it. Let me see what I can learn from it. What this situation has taught me. So you absorb what it has taught you, and what is negative, you excrete. Don't hold on to it. Just let go. But people who have anxiety, they develop a fear, I cannot process. I don't have power. The situation is more stronger than me. Because it conveys the message that I cannot digest, you stop even accepting food from life. Your stomach goes dry, your mouth goes dry, your stomach is not excreting juices, your heart becomes tight because of mistrust, right? Your third eye chakra stops accepting. Don't accept food because the processing machine is down. What is the use of accepting food when the stomach doesn't work? So what happens? All the top chakras, they stop functioning because they cannot afford to send something to the stomach. Otherwise, it will become poison. It will kill you. So people who are anxious, they are so nervous, they are continuously pushing away situations. They are pushing away situations that can make them learn, make them evolve, make them grow. If today you don't grow, how will you survive? A plant needs nutrition to grow. A human being needs food to grow. If you stop taking food, you will decay. So if you have anxiety and you don't manage it, the different aspects of your life start decaying. Your physical health, your career, your relationships, they start decaying. Because you have said, I cannot handle. So you have to evoke that inner power to know I can handle everything. I have power, but there are lessons of the power chakra. There are lessons of the power chakra that my power doesn't come from outside. I don't have to depend on anyone, or I'm not responsible for anyone. For everyone, I'm a partnership. I play my role, they play their role. I have to take everything like a partnership. I have to listen to myself. I have to connect to my identity. I have power when I'm on the side of truth. Even 1% on the side of truth and 1,000% on the wrong side will fail. This 1% will win because he's right. So you have to first know that I am on the right side. then he will be with you. It requires faith. It requires trust in the heart. It requires you to be able to communicate, express yourself. It requires you to learn the lessons of the chakras. That yes, I can handle everything. So anxiety happens because of this kind of belief until you don't open up your crown chakra of hope. That yes, today I'm ready, I'm open, please send me lessons, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn what I have to do to handle. Then the lessons will start coming, and slowly you will start learning and you will come out of anxiety. Today we will do a meditation to release lot of anxiety and stress. Then we come to the next disease, which is depression. What is depression? Depression means I am depressed, I give up. It is a person telling no longer I'm going to handle anything because I cannot handle, but I give up. Where do you think depression comes from? Which chakra? Which chakra will, this depression disease manifest in? Where is it that, where this lesson of giving up is there? Which is the chakra where you are expanding, where you are learning? Which is the chakra? Where you are learning, expanding, growing in life, but facing lots and lots of unions, facing lots and lots of situations, right? It is definitely the Swadhisthana chakra or the sacral chakra. It is the intestines telling the body, I can no longer absorb the nutrients and throw the excreta. Because the excreta is very bad. I don't have power to absorb the nutrients. Because I'm so affected by the negativity. In situations where people face lots and lots of negativity and they take it very personally. That yes, this person cheated me, betrayed me, I had loss, I had failure of expectations, I had abuse, right? People took advantage of me. They encroached my boundaries. I trusted them. When people have repeated, situations where they felt that the negativity is so much that I cannot let it go. I cannot let go of negativity and I cannot absorb the lessons from it. They cannot take that situation impersonally. They take it very personally. Because the intestines first have to know that yes, there is excreta, but there is nutrient also. But it has to know, it has to not react. Right? Only then it can absorb the nutrients, it can filter the good stuff, and it can throw the bad stuff. But when you are reactive, why this happened with me, you take it so personally. It could happen to people who were abused in childhood, maybe by strangers or by their own parents. There is so much of negativity at that time. They face so much of guilt. Was it because of me? Was it because of something I did? Right? Am I responsible for it? Right? They start blaming themselves. They can't process this situation. They can't process. They cannot separate the good from the bad. It could be traumatic situations of failures, maybe education, maybe career, maybe relationships, maybe a sudden shock of losing a loved one, a sudden trauma in life, right? Some kind of emotional trauma, physical trauma, financial trauma. And they find so much of negativity, and that negativity is so much that they give up. That this situation is very hard to process. that they just don't want to process it anymore. So how can we tell a person who has got depression to come out of it? First, because they say, I give up on relationships, I give up on people. Today, we don't realize many people have a mild form of depression because they have given up on certain aspects of life. Some people have given up on their spouses, that she's not going to change, she's not going to love me. Some people give up on their children, that I have tried so hard, but they are not changing. They are not going to try harder to, improve their education or their behavior. We don't realize we give up on our employees. We give up on people. We give up on our financial situation. We just give up. And it is very common, and it happens at such a subtle level that we don't realize also that we have given up. But today, if certain area of your life is not changing, it is fixed, it is dead, it is stuck, you are depressed. If you find that, if I ask you something, that how is this thing in life, and you are troubled about it, and you say, this is like that, it's not going to change, means you have given up. But it is hurting you. You're feeling the pain of it, a subtle kind of pain, because when we give up, we actually even cannot feel it. We cannot have joy from it, and we have given up so much that we are not even sad about it. But the thing is, that situation in your life is stuck. You're not getting any new situation from it. It is just dead. It is just a stinky water in your consciousness. But definitely it's an area of life where there is darkness and where there is no lesson which is coming. Maybe you have given up on money, you have given up on people, you have given up on love, you have given up on your career, you have given up on yourself. It is like it is not going to work. I cannot do anything about it. It's not going to work. It is a feeling of dreadful hopelessness. And giving up happens, or depression happens, because of blockage in the Swadhisthana chakra. And because again it's a lower chakra, it blocks all the upper chakras. So anxiety comes from the Manipur chakra and depression comes from the Swadhisthana chakra. So what will you tell a person who is depressed? Is it right to just give up, that I can't do it? It's like a student in school, he is constantly getting low grades and he gives up. That I can't do it, I just give up. A person has given up, I can't manage ladies, I can't manage my loved life, I give up. But is it the right attitude? Maybe now you have become stubborn and you say, it's okay, I give up. There are other things in life, I just give up. But you're not expanding, you're not realizing your potential in that area of life. You're not realizing joy in that area of life. Some area of life is dark and you can have a disease of the chakra because of it. Because this chakra is blocked, a person always hallucinates. He has an unknown doom, unknown fear of some doom, unknown kind of fear, unknown kind of panic all the time. The person of depression, he has got no taste. Because Swadhisthana chakra is the chakra for taste. So he doesn't feel any taste of life. Nothing makes him happy. He isn't living. He cannot feel anything. He is not joyful about things. Right? He doesn't find pleasure in relationships or pleasure of being himself or pleasure of small things of life. Because he has just given up on the Swadhisthana chakra, that I cannot absorb, I'm not ready to learn from the situation. Let them happen, I'm not ready to learn. because negativity from the situation is more than the learning. It's not worth it. So the person has, tiredness, no happiness, a kind of melancholy, a kind of feeling of being stuck. And because of that, all his aspects of life, physical, emotional, career, social, all of them suffer. What will you tell a person who is depressed? You have to connect him to himself. You have to connect him that yes, you have come with a unique identity. Today, like a plant, if a plant is born, it has got a unique identity. It is a rubber plant or a rose plant or a lotus plant or an apple tree. It is a plant. It has an identity. If you have come in this world, you have come to flower your identity to the full potential. You will be supported by the soil. You will be nurtured by, rain, sunlight, different situations will nurture you. You will have inherent power. Lotus has power of beauty. Apple has power of the sweet apples it produces. A banyan tree has power of the shade it gives. So because you are born, you have power. If you are, an IT person, you have power of that IT stuff that you give to your clients. If you are an artist, you have power of the art that you give to the clients. If you are born, you have got an audience. You have to trust. You have the right to blossom to your full potential and experience the full magnanimity of consciousness. You will experience abundance, power, creativity, everything. So you have to trust that I am supported by life, just like the soil. I am nurtured by life through different challenges. I cannot stop learning. I cannot stop growing. If I stop learning, I will be a stunted plant and I will start decaying. I will be like water which is, stale, which is stuck. I cannot stop my growth. I have to learn. It is my nature to continuously expand and learn. I cannot stop my learning because of my fears. So I'm nurtured by life through different challenges and I have to be open to learn. I have power. I trust life. I'm ready to understand in the Vishuddha Chakra. I'm ready to accept and I'm ready to have hope. But for this, he has to primarily work on the sacral chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra. That I am ready to learn. Even if I was abused, I'm ready to learn from the abuse. I'm ready to learn how to let go. Whatever the person has done, it is done. I let go. I'm not going to judge why he did, why it happened to me. It just happened. Let go. Whatever trauma I faced, I am ready to let go and move on. Maybe my lesson is just to let go. If I can learn something about being more careful, that's okay. Sometimes we don't even have to see what we have to learn. We have to just learn to let go. Whatever happened, happened. I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to absorb the lessons if there are any. The lessons could be belief in myself, trust in myself, trust in life. Life is nurturing. Even if I was harmed, I was damaged, but it is a physical body. Every cell changes after some time. My body can get scratches, it can get, damaged, but it will heal. I'm not the body. Why to link yourself to the body? If someone hurt me, it is emotional. I'm not the emotions. If someone cheated me, betrayed me, I am not the mind, I am the soul. You have to learn to cleanse yourself, to wash yourself. Because this chakra Swadhisthana is the water element. It tells you, be ready to wash yourself. Go on, finish it. Let it go. If I have learned something, I'll learn. If there is nothing much to learn, I just let go. You cannot give up. In Swadhisthana chakra, we learn the big lesson. You have the power to learn, to expand your potential, right? And this is the chakra for transformation. You transform situations from darkness to light. You learn, you expand your full potential, you realize your identity. And what is not serving you, you're ready to let go. Every situation that comes in your life, you can solve in one of the 6 methods. Some situations you have to communicate, understand and understood. Make the person understand and understand the person. Some situations you have to use your power. Some situations you have to use intelligence. Some situations you have to forgive and detach. Some situations we have to rise above. And some situations we have to have patience. It will take time, but it will change. We have to have that faith. But we have to know every single situation is nurturing you, making you grow. You have to have the faith. I can transform the situation around me. You cannot give up on people. You cannot give up trusting people because people cheated you. You cannot give up on love life because someone betrayed you. You cannot give up on humanity because there were people who did wrong to you. You cannot give up on money, abundance, richness because you didn't see it for a long time. You cannot give up on success because you didn't get it for some time. You cannot give up. You have the power of transformation. You have to have hope. You have to have faith. You have to believe in your power to transform. I can take in things. I can understand things in the throat. I can trust them in the heart. I can process them in the stomach. And I can transform them in the Swadhisthana chakra. I can transform the situations. I can change them. I can change my environment the way I want. And that is my light. That is my power. So that faith that I can change it, I can do it, I can learn what is to be learned will take you out of depression. So to make you understand further, okay, I will show you a PPT. Now you can see this. This is what we always talk about, the 7 chakras. Now, the 7 chakras, each one of us takes us closer to our true self. Now, in the Mooladhara chakra, where stable is written, the red colored chakra, you realize you are divinely supported. How much ever you feel insecure, unsupported, but you have to tune to this final lesson. In the Swadhisthana chakra, what we talked about, where the intestines are there, you realize you are a role play of the divine. And that is where you learn the different lessons of life and you let go which are not required. In the Manipur chakra, which is the stomach chakra, you realize you have power. In the heart chakra, you realize you are love. In the throat chakra, you realize you are actually expressing the divine. In the third eye chakra, you see the reality. You start seeing the reality, the things for what they stand for, not your own definitions. And in the crown chakra, you realize you are him. So this is your journey from the Mooladhara chakra to the crown chakra. The Mooladhara chakra is your mother, is the Kundalini, is the Shakti. It's your material self. And the crown chakra is your divine, your conscious self. So the journey always starts from the Mooladhara and it ends to the crown chakra. Mooladhara chakra, these are the lessons we learned. You are divinely supported. I always say that to attune to the lessons, I always tell you, you have to first empty yourself of the fears. Some people believe in affirmations. So what they say, they keep on repeating it for many, many days. That also works. They keep on saying, I'm supported, I'm supported, I'm supported. That's also okay. Because if you chant for so many days, the negativity gets popped out. But what I teach people, because I'm a little impatient person, so I want results very fast. So what I teach people, see the negativity, feel it, throw it in 45 minutes, and then attune to it will happen automatically. So it happens in just a 45-minute session. Okay? Then we come to the next chakra. In Swadhisthana chakra, where you realize you are role play, you realize you are special and unique. In the Manipur chakra, you realize you are powerful, but you also realize your independence. That my power is inside, it is not something I need from people or I don't have to give to people. In the heart chakra, you realize love, right? You realize that love is the cause of all creation. In the throat chakra, you realize that you are actually expressing the divine. You are an effective communicator. And this is the chakra for understanding, wisdom. In the digestive system, this is the chakra of the mouth. Then in the third eye chakra, you realize you're intuitive and wise, and this is the chakra for acceptance. Then in the crown chakra, you realize abundance is in all forms. You realize your connection with the consciousness. And this is the chakra for hope. Healing from anxiety and depression. What is a disease? As I said, it is a darkness in some aspect of your life, which is not getting light. Now, this is a diagram I made. Can you see the crown chakra and top? Can you see the light? And can you see the obstruction? The disease actually manifests in a body. See, the disease doesn't happen very fast. It takes months and months for a disease to manifest. Initially, it comes like nervousness or pain or discomfort. But when you don't take care of it for a long time, maybe 2 years, 3 years, then it becomes a disease. So, disease means it has become a chronic thing for which you need now external help. If it is a minor pain, you can just come out of it easily. Okay? So, disease means the crown is blocked, the light is now not coming. And these are the different voices of the chakras. We have to repeat it so many times that it becomes ingrained in your consciousness. In the Mooladhara chakra, it is survival. As I said, in the Swadhisthana chakra, it is your creative identity. Manipur chakra, power. Anahat, trust. Throat chakra, understanding. Agya chakra, acceptance. And crown chakra, hope. The Mooladhara chakra is your body consciousness. The Swadhisthana is your identity consciousness. The Manipur is your mind consciousness. The Anahat, which is the center of feelings, is your sensory consciousness. The throat chakra is your wisdom consciousness. The third eye chakra is intellect, and the crown chakra is your universal consciousness. this is the journey of life, what I stated, right? So if you see this journey of life, okay. Now, as I equated this digestive system with the chakras, that in a digestive system, see, we have to eat food. You never reject food, because when we say food, it is something to nourish you, right? So first the food passes through the top two chakras, the crown and the third eye chakra. You can see the top two chakras, right? So you have to have hope and you have to accept. Then we have linked the salivary glands to the Vishuddha chakra. That here the initial digestion happens. You masticate the food with your teeth, your saliva, your enzymes, it breaks down carbohydrates. So in the Vishuddha chakra, you put understanding that what is the problem, let me grasp what can be my strategy, what can I do to handle it, what is it actually. So in this chakra, you use wisdom and you let the problem in. So whenever you are facing any challenge of life, don't become impatient, don't become emotional. Because Vishuddha chakra is the chakra for emotions. Don't become emotional, just accept it that yes, it is good for my growth. Let me accept, let me take it in. How much ever negative situation is, stop reacting, become a Buddha. I notice the biggest of problems can be sorted if we just breathe, we are just calm and we just let it pass. Because it will take some time and we will know how to process it. But initially only we become emotional, we will vomit it out from the mouth, which we don't want. So Vishuddha chakra, it is like the mouth, which is digesting the food. The esophagus is like the heart chakra, which is with trust, which is pushing the food in. In the stomach chakra, which is the Manipur chakra, you are putting the juices and putting the acids and the enzymes to digest the food, to convert it into good and the bad, into what is useful and what is not useful. I would like to correct myself. Don't say bad. There is nothing bad. You will process the food into good and what is not useful for you. You will process the food into good and what is not ready for you. Maybe you are coming across relationships which are good for you and for which you are not ready. Right? So we will not say anything is bad, because nothing can be bad. Everything is given by the divine. We cannot say the excreta is bad. It is something which is not useful for the body. But yes, insects and animals love the excreta. If you eat a fruit, you take out the peel. Peel is not something you need. So what? You won't say it is bad. It's not something you need. But maybe some animals love it. So you transform the food into, you transform the situation into something that requires and something you don't need at present. It is something which is not ready for you, or you are not ready for it. So in the Swadhisthana chakra, which is at the level of the intestines, you are ready to take in the learning from the situation and take out what is not needed by you. Because the situation came wrapped in some darkness, in some kind of thing which you don't want, and you take it out. And in the Mooladhara chakra, you realize the intention of human birth is to learn, and you are ready to let go what is not needed. So as we did, the person who has got anxiety, his stomach chakra is, he thinks I cannot digest, I cannot transform. And person who has got depression, he has got blockage in the Swadhisthana chakra. He feels I cannot learn from the situation, I cannot separate what is not needed from what is needed. They are not able to let go of the excreta. They feel why this excreta happened in my life. They don't have to be bothered about the excreta. They have to bother about what I have to learn. But they take it so personally that they are not able to let go. So in anxiety, what happens? Second, let me change my picture position. Oh, so anxiety, I cannot handle a situation. I'm nervous and anxious. And depression is I give up. So in anxiety, what happens? Because the Manipur chakra is affected, all the chakras above the Manipur chakra get blocked. You say in Manipur, I cannot handle. You say in heart chakra, I cannot trust it. In the Vishuddha chakra, you say, I cannot find solution. I cannot masticate the food now. And the Agya chakra, you say, I cannot accept. And the crown chakra of hope is already blocked. This is what happens in anxiety. So we have to open the chakra of Manipur, but we also have to work on these blocked chakras. I cannot trust, I cannot find solution, I cannot accept, because parallelly along with Manipur, they got blocked. Right? It is something like in school, if a child is studying in the 4th grade, his areas of 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grades are also blocked. Right? So any level, if you are blocked, the higher grades are automatically blocked. You have to first clear this level. And depression, it happens because of a chakra lower than this, which is sacral chakra. You give up. I cannot process, I cannot learn, I cannot transform this situation. See, Manipur chakra is only separating. You have not absorbed the juices. But in the sacral chakra, you absorb the juices, become stronger and change the situation. But here what is happening in sacral, you say, I give up. I give up on this situation because it is too much for me. I give up. So it is a loss of confidence in yourself. It is a low self-esteem. Probably you feel guilty and probably you have rejected yourself. Because this is the chakra of the self. Okay? So I give up. I cannot handle. I cannot trust. I cannot find solution. I cannot accept. But your true nature is not that. Your true nature is in Mooladhara chakra, fighting for your survival. In the Swadhisthana chakra, your nature is creative. You are creator. You're so creative. You're expanding. Every situation will make you realize more and more of yourself. And that identity is what gives you power. And because of power, you can trust everything that I can manage. And you're full of infinite understanding, infinite acceptance and hope. And that's your true nature. So anxiety cancels with I have power. And depression cancels with I will learn from every situation. Anxiety cancels with I have power in the Manipur chakra. And the moment the Manipur chakra says I have power, the top chakra start opening. And when depression cancels with when you say I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to surrender to the learning. And then depression cancels. So we will quickly wind this so that we can do meditation. Now, before that, we come to Rudraksha Ratna Science Therapy solutions. Now, these solutions, they work on the chakras. Now, in this, what happens typically, I have session with the clients. We discuss their problems, right? And we find out which chakras are blocked. And as per the chakras, we give remedies. There are different combinations for different solutions. I would like to discuss today what is the combination for the Manipur chakra. Okay, Manipur chakra, where anxiety resides or the blockage of which causes anxiety. It is a pendant which is called Surya power. Okay, so when you wear this pendant, you start developing power. Those jittery feelings, the feelings that I cannot handle, they start dissolving. Also, a ring of ruby, which is the gemstone of the sun, because Manipur chakra is chakra of the sun. So Surya power with ruby will help in anxiety. And then for depression, the main combination is a courage bracelet, which has 2, 10, and 16. In the Surya power, we have 3 Mukhi, 7, 12, and Gauri Shankar. Because these are the Rudraksha for the sun. In the sacral chakra, we have Rudraksha for the moon. 2, 10, and 16. And the gemstone is pearl. And that is why pearl is said to balance emotions. Okay? So this is about RRST. Okay, so we will do on anxiety. Fine? Okay. In this meditation, we are going to, basically, I'm going to give you auto suggestions, right? And you are going to just release the anxiety. Fine? So I'm going to put a nice slide, a positive slide, and all of you are going to close your eyes, and I'm going to take you on a journey to release the anxiety. Close your eyes. Just close your eyes. You're sitting in your favorite seat. We are going to deal with these anxious feelings in the Manipur chakra. So much of anxiety, so much of nervousness. How will I handle? Totally relax. Focus on your breathing 5 times. Feel your breath in and out. Going in and out 5 times. Totally relax. Just connect with your physical self. Totally connect with your inner physical self. Now see where you feel any kind of tightness or nervousness. Do you feel it in your stomach? Do you feel it in your heart? So much of anxiousness, so much of anxiety. There were so many situations in life which I could not handle. And now I have seemed to have given up hope about handling situations. You're sitting in your house. Keep on focusing on situations which you feel very anxious about. Is it situations with children, with spouse, with home, with finances, mortgage, career, with health, with the situation outside? Keep on thinking what makes me so anxious and keep on listening to the mantra. Now starting from your navel, your stomach chakra, start releasing anxiety. Release, release, release. I release so much of pent-up anxiety in my stomach. So much of fear I cannot process, I cannot handle the situations. So much of nervousness, so much of anxiousness, so much of hopelessness I cannot handle. So much of fear. Keep on releasing anxiety from the stomach chakra as you listen to the mantra. Keep on releasing anxiety. Keep on releasing anxiety. Keep on releasing anxiety now from the heart chakra. Keep on releasing.
Bhargo devasya dhimani dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimani.
In this meditation, the more you feel anxious and nervous, the more it will go, the more faster it will get released. Just feel it and bring it to surface.
Bhargo devasya dhimani Dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimani Dhiyo yo na prachodayat Om bhuvasvaha.
Keep on releasing anxiety now from the heart chakra. So much of nervousness, so much of anxiousness, so much of fear, I cannot handle, I cannot handle. Keep on releasing anxiety from the throat chakra. I cannot handle, I cannot handle. So much of anxiety in the third eye chakra, I cannot handle, I cannot handle. So much of anxiety in the crown chakra, I cannot handle, I cannot handle. Keep on releasing anxiety from the whole body. Not even body, release anxiety from the whole house. Visualize your house with all the family members. So much of anxiousness is there. Now anxiousness has come in every simple thing. I have started doubting, can I really handle? Keep on releasing. I cannot handle situations with my children, with my spouse, with my home, whether it is education, whether it is relationships, whether it is behavior, whether it is finances. Keep on releasing, I cannot handle, I cannot handle. Keep on releasing as you hear the mantra.
भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Keep on seeing different aspects of family life and how much of anxiety is there. Keep on releasing, I cannot handle, I cannot handle. Because I say I cannot handle, I say I cannot trust, I cannot trust. And because I say I cannot trust, in the Vishuddha Chakra, I say I cannot understand, I cannot understand. And because I say I cannot understand, in the Crown Chakra and in the Agya Chakra, I say I cannot accept, I cannot accept. I say I'm hopeless, I'm hopeless. Keep on releasing. I cannot handle, I cannot trust, I cannot understand, I cannot accept, I cannot have hope. Keep on releasing, keep on releasing.
तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो
Keep on feeling the weakness inside, the powerlessness inside. I just cannot handle. Keep on aligning to the emotion I cannot handle. It is too much for me. I feel so overwhelmed. I just cannot handle. So much of fear, so much of anxiety, so much of nervousness. Whether it is situation of relationships, situation of financial support, situation of loans, mortgages, situation related to children, situation related to home, I cannot handle, I cannot handle.
तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
Keep on feeling the anxiety. How does it feel? How much nervous, anxious, overwhelmed I feel. Because of anxiety, I cannot trust the situation. I cannot handle because I cannot trust. I cannot understand. I just cannot accept. I cannot have hope. I feel so hopeless. It will ever change. Keep on washing. Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring. Lots and lots of holy water is pouring from the heavens and washing so much of anxiety within me, so much of nervousness, so much of panic, so much of frustration, so much of helplessness, so much of mistrust in life, mistrust in God, mistrust in myself, so much of non-acceptance within me about this situation. Keep on washing, keep on washing. Imagine lots and lots of cleansing water is washing away my anxiety, my mistrust, my helplessness, my non-acceptance, my hopelessness. Keep on washing, keep on washing.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam bhargo devasya.
Now release this anxiety, this fear that I cannot handle from the whole house, not even from the house. Release this anxiety from the neighboring houses, from all the neighboring houses. See the anxiety getting released. Now release anxiety from your extended family and friends. See your parents, see your in-laws, see your brothers and sisters and their families, see your cousins, and see your contacts and friends and loved ones, and see your anxiety. So much of anxiety, whether it is related to friendships, relationships, situations back home. So much of anxiety, so much of nervousness, so much of panic. Keep on releasing anxiety that I cannot handle, related to their health, related to their situation, related to my family situation, related to relationships. Keep on releasing, keep on releasing.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat.
Keep on releasing so much of weakness, so much of powerlessness. I cannot handle, I cannot handle. Keep on releasing anxiety from your body, from the room of your house, from your children, your spouse, your family members in the house. Keep on releasing anxiety from your home, your neighborhood, your extended family, friends, contacts. So much of nervousness, so much of panic. I just cannot trust. I just cannot understand. I cannot accept. I cannot accept. I cannot have hope. I don't have hope. Keep on releasing. Keep on releasing.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya.
Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring. Keep on feeling the anxiousness in the heart, whether it is good and bad, right or wrong, across all the 9 levels. I keep on releasing anxiety, this fear I cannot handle, this fear it is beyond me, this fear I cannot trust, I cannot understand, I cannot accept, I don't have hope. So much of nervousness, so much of panic. Imagine lots and lots of cleansing water is pouring, washing away. So much of weakness I feel. So much of powerlessness I feel. Keep on releasing, keep on washing. So much of anxiety. Anxiety at home, related to situations at home, whether it is health, whether it is finance, whether it is relationships, anxiety related to family, friends, contacts, anxiety in communication, anxiety in handling situations, anxiety in handling relationships. So much of nervousness, so much of nervousness, so much of anxiety in handling people, handling situations, so much of nervousness, I cannot handle, I cannot handle. Keep on releasing as you hear the mantra.
Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha
Now release this anxiety from your workplace. See the place you work. See your juniors, see your seniors, see your boss, your role, your profile, and feel the anxiousness. I cannot handle, I cannot handle. See all the situations in the workplace, whether it is related to communication, whether it is related to handling politics in work, it is related to handling clients, handling business, handling sales, handling colleagues, handling staff, handling the different challenges in day-to-day life. Keep on releasing so much of anxiety. I cannot handle. Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring, washing away the anxiety, washing away the panic, the fear, so much of mistrust, so much of lack of understanding, so much of lack of acceptance, so much of lack of hope. I cannot handle. Keep on releasing as you hear the mantra.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om.
You're doing very well. Keep on releasing the anxiety. Lots and lots of water is pouring, washing away the anxiety. So much of weakness, so much of powerlessness. I cannot handle. Keep on washing, keep on releasing. So much of fear, so much of anxiousness, so much of nervousness, so much of mistrust, so much of frustration, so much of helplessness, so much of lack of acceptance, so much of lack of understanding, and so much of hopelessness. Keep on feeling how they feel. Keep on feeling each of these words and keep on washing. Wash mistrust. Keep on washing mistrust. Imagine lots and lots of water is pouring and washing mistrust. Mistrust that I can handle. Mistrust on myself, mistrust in God, mistrust on life. Imagine lots and lots of water is washing the mistrust to reveal its true form. Imagine lots and lots of water is washing the lack of understanding, so much of emotions which are blocking my understanding. Keep on washing so much of emotions of panic, so much of emotions of nervousness, fear, helplessness, frustration, so much of fear I cannot handle, I cannot digest, so much of fear and so much of lack of acceptance. I cannot accept whether it is failure, whether it is loss, whether it is demotion, whether it is lack of growth, whether it is relationships, communication, handling a customer, handling the boss, handling my clients, handling my staff. Keep on seeing how much I become nervous, anxious when I communicate, when a task is given to me, when I have to handle some project, when I'm held accountable, when I see politics. So much of anxiety, so much of anxiety. Keep on washing. Whether it is good and bad, across all the 9 levels. I release anxiety from my workplace as I listen to the mantra.
Dio yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasvaha Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasvaha Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasvaha Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasvaha Tassavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dio yo na prachodaya Om Bhuvasvaha Tassavitur Varenyam.
Keep on releasing anxiety now from the complete workplace. Now release anxiety from your city, from every aspect of your city. Release anxiety. Release anxiety from your state. Not even state, release anxiety from your country, from your neighboring countries. Release the anxiety, the nervousness, the panic. So much of mistrust in God, mistrust in life, which blessed me with power. So much of lack of understanding because of emotions. So much of frustration, so much of helplessness that blocks me. So much of rigidity because of which I'm not accepting. So much of lack of acceptance and so much of lack of hope. This hopelessness I release. Keep on releasing from the country. Not even country, release from the neighboring countries. Now release this anxiety from the whole earth. Not even earth. Release it from all the 9 planets. Release it from Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Now see a big vortex in front of you. The vortex is spiraling like a vacuum pump, like a black hole, ready to suck away all the anxiety I have collected from my Manipur chakra, from my heart chakra, from my throat chakra, from my third eye chakra, from my crown chakra. So much of anxiety I've collected from my room, from my children, from my spouse, from everyone in my house, related to finances, related to children, related to education, related to my relationship, related to my home itself. So much of anxiety I've collected from my neighborhood, my family, my parents, my in-laws, my cousins, my friends, related to relationships, related to health, related to communication. So much of anxiety I've collected from my workplace, related to growth, related to finance, related to situations, related to communication, related to interaction, related to work done, related to orders, clients, business, job. I have released anxiety from my city, my state, my country, the earth, the planets. See all the anxiety entering the vortex and getting destroyed. Every bit of anxiety, let it go inside the vortex. So much of fear I cannot handle, I cannot handle. So much of weakness within me, so much of powerlessness within me. Is power something I have to take from outside, or is it something inside of me? It is something which I have to activate inside of me. So much of mistrust. What is there to mistrust anyone? If I have power, I can trust anyone because I can handle. I know my boundaries. I know how to handle. So much of frustration and helplessness because of so much of emotions I keep on releasing inside the vortex. Where is my wisdom? Where is my understanding? I can understand. I can use my wisdom. So much of lack of acceptance. Who am I to not accept? It is a gift of God. Acceptance is my nature. Every single situation in front of me is a gift, is a situation created by God itself, by life itself. Who am I to reject it? I can only surrender to it. Surrender to what it has to offer to me. I keep on washing so much of non-acceptance because of what I think is right, what I think is wrong, because of my limited view of the world, because of my definitions. I keep on washing this lack of acceptance. What if my family situation is complete? What if my relationships are complete? What if my career, my job situation is complete? Complete doesn't mean good or bad. It is just is. It is a situation which is a story of my life. It is a situation which will make me realize my true self. It is my story. It is my Leela, created by him. It is his job to support me, to nurture me, to connect me with my power, to connect me with my true nature of love, to make me express myself as a divine role play, to make me see the reality and finally merge with him in the crown. Who am I to say I cannot handle? Who cannot handle? It is him who will make me handle. It is him who will make me trust. It is him who will make me express. It is him who will make me see the reality. It is him who will make me merge with him. I have to just surrender. The fear is created because of the ego, which tries to separate me from my true self. My true nature itself is power. My true nature itself is trust. My true nature itself is understanding. My true nature is acceptance. My true nature is hope, surrender, gratitude. I keep on releasing this anxiety inside the vortex. See lots and lots of water pouring, washing the anxiety, washing this nervousness, washing this illusion of fear that I cannot handle. It is like saying I cannot digest, I cannot process. It is too much for me. It is too hard for me. It is too unknown for me. It is something new to me. It is something beyond me. Keep on washing and see all the emotions and fear and anxiety itself entering the vortex.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha tasya viturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Om bhuvasvaha.
Keep on seeing the anxiety entering the vortex.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na.
Visualize the whole earth and visualize that lots and lots of water is pouring and washing the anxiety. Where this anxiety has come from? Has it come from my growing up years? Did it happen because of certain points of failure in life? But what if there was nothing which was a failure? What if it was a step to success? There is nothing called failure. Even if a child falls several times while learning to walk, the fall is not called a failure. It is steps. It is steps to learn to walk. From where this anxiety has come, from my childhood, visualize, see from where anxiety has come. Is it because I did not learn from certain situations and I developed fear I cannot handle? Whether it was in school, in college, in my family, with relationships, in situations outside, with friends, with contacts, with relatives, with strangers. What people did to me, how they behaved with me in my growing up years, in my career, in my profession, in my loved life, in my married life. From wherever anxiety has come, see it and wash it. See lots and lots of water pouring and washing the fear that has come. I cannot handle. So much of hopelessness has come that I just cannot handle. So much of non-acceptance has come. Why did this happen to me? Wash it. Wash this non-acceptance. So much of emotions due to lack of understanding have happened. Wash those emotions. I cannot understand. I cannot understand. So much of mistrust and so much of fear I cannot handle. Wash them and see all the emotions entering the vortex.
Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tassavitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tassavitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tassavitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tassavitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tassavitur varenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodaya Om bhuvasvaha Tassavitur varenyam
Keep on washing the words anxiety. Keep on washing the words mistrust. Keep on washing the words understanding. So much of lack of understanding. Keep on washing the words anxiety, lack of trust, lack of understanding, lack of acceptance, lack of hope. Keep on washing. So much of panic, so much of nervousness, so much of helplessness, so much of mistrust, so much of frustration. So much of fear, I cannot handle, I cannot handle. Imagine lots and lots of water is washing away this fear. All anxiety from my family life, from my financial situation, from my relationships, from my career, from my communication, from my handling people, handling situations. So much of panic, so much of nervousness, so much of fear I cannot handle. Keep on releasing this fear I cannot handle, which is happening because of lack of connection with my self-power. My power is not because of people, is not because what I get from people or what I give to people. My power is inside of me. It just has to be activated with connection with myself. Keep on releasing this anxiety. Lots and lots of water is washing it and draining inside the vortex. From every single aspect of my life, I wash the anxiety.
धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम् भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ
Now visualize the whole earth, which signifies all your anxiety in life. We will start cleansing the earth. 10% of the earth is cleansed. See the anxiety entering the vortex like big chunks, big pieces. See it entering the vortex. Anxiety comes with mistrust, lack of understanding, lack of acceptance, lack of hope. Keep on releasing this illusionary fear that I cannot handle. What I have to handle, it is life that handles through me. Just like I digest food without interference, same way, if I don't interfere with my ego, I will handle all the situations. It is my intelligence, it is my wisdom, it is my identity which is going to handle, not the I. Release 20% of the anxiety inside the vortex. It is entering the vortex like big chunks, big pieces. 30% of the earth is cleansed of this powerlessness, of this weakness. Keep on releasing. You're doing very well. Keep on releasing this anxiety. 40% of the earth is cleansed. See the cleansed part of the earth, totally white, pristine, glowing. 50% of the earth is cleansed of my anxiety. 60% of the earth is cleansed. So much of nervousness, so much of panic, so much of frustration, so much of helplessness. See all these emotions entering the vortex. See the mistrust entering the vortex. So much of mistrust. See it entering the vortex. Who am I to mistrust? All the situations are what I have to gladly accept as a gift. There is nothing to trust and mistrust. Everything is there to handle. Keep on releasing so much of emotions that block understanding. It is my nature to understand. It is my nature to use wisdom to understand. Keep on washing, releasing inside the vortex lack of acceptance. Who am I to reject or accept? I have to just flow with life. I have to see the truth that everything is happening for self-realization. Everything is a joy. Everything is complete. It has to happen. It had to happen. Whatever I call bad or good, just like the two petals of the third eye chakra, there is nothing bad or nothing good. It is just a truth of life, truth of the story of my life. It is, my reality is beyond good and bad. It is just a story. I cannot define anything in the story, but yes, what comes out of the story is the truth. I release this lack of hope. How can I release my connection with myself? How can I block myself and God? Hope is my nature. I will fight till the last breath. I will fight. till I get it, till I understand it, till I know the meaning. 60% of the earth is cleansed. 70% of the earth is cleansed of anxiety, nervousness. 80% of the earth is cleansed. 90% of the earth is cleansed. 100% of the earth is cleansed. See the words anxiety and release the words anxiety itself inside the vortex. See the habit of being anxious, habit of anxiety, and release the habit inside the vortex. See the habit entering the vortex. Now release the need of being anxious, the need of anxiety, and release the need itself inside the vortex. See the words NEED and see them entering inside the vortex. Now finally, see the ability of being anxious. Surrender the ability also of anxiety and see the words ability entering the vortex. The habit, the need, the ability of anxiety you have surrendered inside the vortex. Finally, surrender the word anxiety itself inside the vortex. I count till 10 and till 10 the word anxiety will enter the vortex. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. See the words itself dissolving and entering the vortex along with the water that is cleansing it. 3, 2, 1, going, gone. Feel your stomach chakra, the power chakra.
Krishna, Krishna, Radhe, Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Now focus on your Manipur chakra and see the glowing sun inside it. It is time for us to activate the sun. Feel the glowing power inside you. I always had physical power, mental power, emotional power. Stretch the Manipur chakra. Stretch the sun inside of you. Stretch it from both the sides. Left, right, top, bottom. Stretch the chakra for power. I have power. Stretch it. Stretch the chakra. It is my nature to have power. Life wants me to have power. Life wants me to solve every single situation in my favor. Life is on my side. Stretch the sun on all the sides. See yourself covered by the sun. Not even yourself. Stretch the sun more. More power, more power. Let's see how much you can stretch. Stretch it to cover your house. I can handle everything in my house. It will take time. I will learn. But I will handle. I will handle. Every situation has come to reveal me, and I will handle. Stretch your power beyond your house, beyond your neighborhood. Stretch your sun so that it covers your family, your friends. I can handle situations at my parents' place, my in-laws, my friends, my relatives. Stretch the sun so that it covers your career place. I can handle situations in my workplace. I can handle. I will handle. I trust. I accept. I understand. I will handle situations at work. I will learn. It will take time, but I will learn. With faith, with trust, with acceptance. I will learn. See the sun stretch so much that you cannot see the boundaries of the sun. It is so infinite. And now I download hope. Download your true nature of hope. See lots and lots of light entering the crown chakra. See lots and lots of light, white light entering the crown chakra of hope. Yes, I have hope. I will handle. I will handle. Open yourself to hope. I will handle. I will. Every situation is coming to me and I will handle. See lots and lots of white light entering the crown chakra. Just 3 minutes more. Immerse yourself in your power and white light.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam Shyam, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shama, Radhe Shama, Shama Shama, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Shama, Radhe Shama, Shama Shama, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Krishna, Radhe Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Radhe Radhe.
You may slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. We did a meditation of more than an hour. So I would like to congratulate all of you. You've been a wonderful audience, a wonderful meditators. I thank all of you. Shivoham.